If you're looking for an amazing professional dynamic microphone at a budget price of under $55, this is the review for you. Let's get into it. Welcome back to We Shoot Films. My name is Creator, and here I teach about content creation, filmmaking, Unreal Engine, and also do product reviews that help support all of those topics. So if you're into that, make sure to subscribe today. Now, FIFINE sent me out. I don't even know what the real name is, FIFINE or FIFINE, but I'm going to say FIFINE, okay? FIFINE sent this out to me, the K688 Dynamic Microphone, asked me would I like to review it, and of course I said yes, because I love microphones and I love their products. And so this is what it is. All my words are my own. I say what I want to say, so let's get into the review. Now, like I said, this is a dynamic XLR USB-C microphone, and it also comes in 3 colors: black, pink, and white. Now, these microphones also come with the SPL of 130 dBs, which should limit the chance for vocal distortion. It also has its own interface in the back that has its own separate gain controls, headphone monitoring inputs, and like I said, XLR USB-C. We'll talk more about that later. And because of the USB-C, you're able to work with your PC or your Mac, so that's dope. Now, what's in the box? The box, you obviously have the microphone, you got the shock mount. They give you an amazing 8-foot USB-A adapter to a USB-C to USB-C cable, okay? And they give you a 5/8 to 3/8 adapter. Me personally, I love dynamic microphones because they're just great for these type of situations, especially if you're in a non-treated room, because it's more about proximity and they're very directional versus other microphones who are, if you have a cardioid or omnidirectionals, where I like the lapel microphones or even the wireless ones, they pick up pretty much everything around the room, and so you're going to have a problem in post. Versus dynamic microphones, they're so directional, it really does limit the chance of too much stuff getting into the microphone and other people talking, and not to say you won't be able to hear them, but it's definitely a better situation with having a dynamic microphone. Because it's so directional and because of the proximity effect, you're going to hear my voice way better than anybody else or anything else that's going on in the room. So what's the build like on this? The build is great. It's a mixture of metal and plastic, but the shock mount itself is fully metal, and I love the shock mount. It reminds me of the old school microphones that I used to have, and the rest of it is, a mixture, and it's a great microphone. It sounds great, looks great. In the back here, you have the interface, okay? You have your XLR, you have your USB-C, you got your input for monitoring, 3.5, and you have your gain controls for your gain and your volume. Okay, so everything's there, but you got to remember that part, this interface, the internal interface in the back there, and the mute button is not activated until you use the USB-C. Okay, it's not going to work in XLR mode. It only works through USB-C. So remember that. I would say this mic is mostly meant for people like me who do content creation, talking directly to the camera. Also podcasts, especially for podcasts. I tried to get them to send me 2 out, but I was too late because I wanted to do a test on a podcast. But they're going to sound great, especially in events with a panel. I would way rather use these microphones because, again, they're going to pick up less of the room ambience, and it's just going to, because it's so directional, it's going to be a better experience, and you're going to love it better in post for editing, trust me. But yeah, it's meant for all of those things. Run and gun, no, this is not that type of microphone for run and gun situations. This is, like I said, live streaming, podcasts, Zoom calls, Zoom meetings, stuff like that, and panels, all that kind of good stuff. Not for weddings, nothing like that. So don't buy it if it's that, okay? I mean, you can buy it if you want, but I don't know. So what's the pros to this microphone? The pros are the pros. It's cheap. It looks professional. Sounds amazing. You got people spending $200, $300, $400 just for a look or just for a brand, when this right here is under $55 at the moment, and it sounds great. It sounds amazing. And this is raw. I'm not putting nothing on this. This is just raw straight up, no EQing, no nothing. Okay, I might bring it up to the sound levels, but that's about it. This sounds amazing. So at this price point, I mean, how can you be mad at it? You know, those are the pros. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I'm not even going to say nothing else, you know. I mean, come on. And are there any cons? How can you even ask a question of being any cons? It's under $55. What do you expect to get? They're already giving you XLR USB-C function so that you can go anywhere you want to go, use it anywhere you want to use it at, whether it be in your PC or Mac. You could travel with it, plug it right up, and use it if you really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So what's the con? There is no con. It's self-contained. You could plug in your headphones, monitor yourself, and do your thing. So no, I don't see a con for this. It's too cheap, and it's amazing that because it's so cheap and looks so good and sounds so good, I can't give it a con. There's no cons here. So if you think there's a con, let me know what the con is. And, you know, I don't know. All right, so let's do a noise floor test to see what this mic sounds like. I'm going to be quiet for a moment. Now, let's test the USB-C. All right, y'all, so now you're hearing it through the USB-C, and this is what it sounds like. The whole rest of the time I was in the XLR. This is what the USB-C sounds like. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I keep telling you, FIFINE is the one for you. I got bars. I'm telling y'all, I got bars. So what's my final thoughts? I think this is amazing, and also pretty much gone are the days that we judge a product based off its price. Back in the days, a $50 microphone, I would agree. Most likely, it's not going to sound good. You feel me? But these days, you can't do that, man. The technology, it's just, you can't do it, you know? So you got to just experience the product for yourself, or, you know, take the word of somebody like me, you know what I mean? Doing it for you. But, you know, 50, you just can't. It sounds great, looks professional, and that's what I like about FIFINE. I hope I'm saying your name correct, FIFINE. I think you need to do a press conference or something and let us know officially how to say your name, because I'm hoping I'm saying it right, FIFINE, okay? Because I really do like the company. I think they think about us content creators, and I appreciate that, to give us professional-looking microphones and such a great sound at such a great budget. So if you think this is something you might consider purchasing, I'll have the link in the description below. Please use it. If you do, gives me a little something at no extra cost to you. Help support the channel a little bit. That's about it. That's all I got for you. Get that dope dynamic microphone at such a crazy price, and I'm going to keep using it myself. So subscribe, hit the bell on the side so you get notified on time. And like I always say, it is what it is. I'm out, y'all.